Good afternoon, Eagle, Nick. Oh, this, you know what I mean, Vern. And I wish I would have did what I said I was going to do. I said I was headed back toward the house, headed south, but I came uptown up here by the Dalton Police Services Center and up here by the courthouse. I was at the Dalton Police Services Center recording a little bit of video when all of a sudden it started raining a little bit harder than it was earlier. Then the next thing you know, good afternoon, Michael Kunkel, the Truth Spitter. Good afternoon, CG Rooster, LLC. You know what I mean, Vern. Well, Officer O'Neill, Leslie Allen O'Neill, badge number 614, who drove vehicle number 72 with the Dalton Police Department, resigned. Said the Dalton Police Department did not adequately defend him. Now, he is the one who violated my rights when he issued me an illegal loitering warning up under the Walnut Avenue Bridge, when he violated my Fourth Amendment rights by putting my name down on a loitering warning when I told him that I was exercising my First Amendment rights. See, they don't understand what First Amendment protected activity is. Now, I had told Officer O'Neill that he would learn what the Constitution meant. And lo and behold, less than a month or so later, he has resigned from the Dalton Police Department. Now, it said that he resigned, but I would say it was a forceful resignation because the Dalton Police Department and the city of Dalton, Georgia, thinks and thought that they will not be held liable for Officer O'Neill, or should I say ex-Officer O'Neill's actions, but they are gravely mistaken. But I go back to trial again on July the 25th. Now, this gazebo has not been here at this courthouse since 1979. I know I've been coming up here about all my life, and this gazebo here with this Kiwanis Club of Dalton Memorial 1979 was not here in the center of this little park that is located right here by the Whitfield County Courthouse in downtown Dalton, Georgia. Now, this is the back side, but I got soaking wet. Good afternoon, ABCZ. You know what I mean, Vern. But EagleNick ended up getting a good wetting because I did not head south like I was supposed to. I came up here to the north to go up and check out the Dalton Police Services Center and the Whitfield County Courthouse. And that rain really come down hard and fast. I about got drowned before I could get up here under this here gazebo by the courthouse. You can see that avenue of flags is still flying. They've still got the flags set up even though it's supposed to rain. They still not took them down yet. Well, the ducks are over there at dinner late, Lakeshore Park, and I'm in downtown right now. We might see some pigs before it's over, if you know what I mean, Vern. We could end up running into some of them ignorant Dalton City Police Department officers. Maybe we might even have some interaction with a good one if there's any still left. Was CG Rooster LLC, the whole deal with that college student is not really in essence about her being in this country illegally. She was illegally stopped. She was illegally detained. She was illegally arrested because she was not the one who had turned right on red like Officer O'Neill stated on his statement. He gave her vehicle description and her tag number as the vehicle that turned right on red, which was a bald-faced lie, which is also called perjury. Now, he perjured himself by making false statements on that police report. He is real bad about violating people's constitutional rights. Now, there is a lot of the Dalton Police Department that's like that think they are above the law, that they can do anything they want to while they are out here trying to enforce policies. Exactly like Officer O'Neill did and the other 3 police officers over there at Lakeshore Park around the track when they ran that homeless man off out from under a gazebo, much like this one here, because they have a sign up saying that gazebo is reserved from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. for school activities. Now, that is a violation of people's constitutional rights for the city of Dalton to try to limit access to that gazebo in the name of education. Now, that is a public park. It is not a school. It is not part of a school. It is public property. Good afternoon, LF Hut. How you doing? Great to see you again. But I got drove up in under this here gazebo by all that rain, so I figured, what the hey? While I'm up and under here, I'll go ahead and do me a live stream. It can't hurt. That wind is really kicking up. Boy, I'm telling you, I'm about cold because I got pretty wet. Now all that cold wind blowing on me don't make it any better. Now, this is the first time I've ever did a live stream over here from the side under this gazebo at the courthouse. So I hope that the audio and the video is okay. Well, that chicken noodle soup can is right there in that gray bag on the left side. But I don't really need it right now because I can hold my phone up. They ain't really know where to set it down at anyway, except maybe try to on one of these benches. But I got pretty wet. My boots almost got soaked. Good afternoon, Georgia Regulator. How you doing, Brett? Great to see you again, brother. Just trying to stay out of the rain up here at the Whitfield County Courthouse. I went up to the Dalton Police Services Center and did a little video recording. I wasn't live, I was just recording. I had to cut it off abruptly because all of a sudden it started pouring. I should have headed to the south like I was going to, and I could have been inside the Eagle's Nest and I wouldn't have got soaking wet. And my bike got a little wet, it didn't get too bad. But that wind is blowing pretty good right now, and it's mighty chilly getting soaking wet like that and that wind hitting on you. But Officer O'Neill did resign. Now, like I said, I believe it was a forced resignation. I believe the Dalton Police Department and the city of Dalton forced him to resign because they thought, and maybe they think, that they will not be held liable for his actions as a Dalton police officer, now that he is a former Dalton police officer. But that does not stop them from being held liable. And when I say them, I mean the city of Dalton, the Dalton Police Department, or former officer Leslie Allen O'Neill. Yeah, he said in his resignation letter that the Dalton Police Department did not stand up for him, in other words. Said that he would not be able to perform his duties adequately. Let's face it, Officer O'Neill was a joke and a disgrace to that uniform. He hid behind his badge, his gun, his police cruiser, his position of authority to violate too many people's constitutional rights. He pushed the envelope a little bit too far, and it ended up costing him to have to resign. Nope, that was not Officer Bethune. That was Officer Leslie Allen O'Neill, who was driving vehicle number 72, badge number 614, who gave me, Daryl, Joshua, that girl Jessie, and those two old men a loitering warning up under the Walnut Avenue Bridge. Yeah, that is the truth, Brett, Georgia regulator. His wife had posted on Facebook, some of those news outlets reported, and said that there were other departments that would hire her husband. Now, that is the way it is. You would think an officer who resigns because of the way they was, how they violated people's rights, that it would be harder for them to obtain a new position within a police department, but it is only to the contrary. They actually have better chances of getting hired on because all police departments loves that thin blue line gang. Yeah, it's starting to rain again now. No, I think Officer Buffoon as well as Officer Allen and Officer Black, all need to be forced to resign, or they should be fired, is what should happen. The first resignation should have been the police chief himself. That's who I think needs to resign. He is the one who allows what goes on at the Dalton Police Department because he is the head of that thin blue line gang. You know, all gangs has a leader, and the Dalton Police Chief, Cliff Cason, happens to be the leader of the Thin Blue Line gang with the Dalton Police Department. Well, Brett, Georgia regulator, it's almost like the shadier they are, the better chance they have of obtaining employment with another police department, because they know that those officers will do what they are told to do. If they tell them, hey, we need you to go out and write so many tickets, it don't matter if you have to break 10 laws to enforce some little policy, we're okay with that. You know, throw the Constitution to the wind, that they don't care about that either. Now, if they could get away with it, that American flag they got flying on that pole outside the Dalton Police Services Center, I'm sure it would just be one of them thin blue line gang flags if they thought the community would allow it, but they know that the community would not allow that. So they have those wooden flags, thin blue line gang flags, hidden away inside the Dalton Police Services Center. Because come on, let's face it, your average citizen does not ever go inside their local police department. I figured there'd be a few city or county police cars up here around the courthouse, but I didn't see but one. I seen that little Mustang that Lieutenant Stevens with the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department was driving, parked over there in the parking lot at the Conestoga Accountability Courts. I didn't see any of the others. There's usually 2 or 3 others up here, whether it's the city, the Dalton City Police, or it's the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. Yeah, for too long, there's too many in our government who has not been held accountable. If we do not stand up for our rights, they will take them away completely. You know what I mean, Vern? United we stand, but divided we fall. That looked like a fire department vehicle coming off that side road over there from the fire department. Boy, I tell you, I hope I don't get out here and get sick out here, get wet, and this doggone wind blowing the way it is. I'm sure there's a lot of people would like it. They'd love it if old EagleNick got sick and died. But I guess we're going to go ahead and end the live stream. And I'm going to try to head back toward the south this time and see if I can't make it back down to the Eagle's Nest and get out of this rain. I'd like to thank everyone who has came on to the live stream. Take care of yourselves, but please take care of each other. EagleNick. All this. I am EagleNick. (706-934-1163). There goes one of the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department officers going by. You get that, Michael? (706-934-1163). Well, I'm starting to hear some sirens around here. 706-934-1163. 1163. I was trying to make sure they ain't trying to slip in behind me. All right, I'm going to get off here. Y'all have a blessed day. Let's hope I can make it back down south before it starts raining real hard again. Maybe I won't get harassed by the police, but if they do, I still got battery left on my phone. EagleNick. All this. I am EagleNick. Peace and bacon grease. And I'm out.